Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Whole Food Mum. Now, if you're anything like me, there are some afternoons when it gets to around 4 o'clock and you think, do I really have to cook dinner again? You're tired, you've got nothing left in the tank. Today, I've got you covered with 5 of my quick and easy meals for kids, and I mean genuinely quick. We're talking minimal prep, simple ingredients, stuff you've probably already got in the fridge and pantry, and meals that the family will actually eat. The best thing is they're all nutritious because fast food doesn't have to mean crappy food. We all need some dinner inspiration sometimes, so I hope these will help you. I hope these will help you out when you get stuck. If you'd like plenty more healthy meal ideas, don't forget to subscribe. All right, let's get into it. First up is pasta. Now, I'm pretty sure most kids will eat pasta, and I know every mum has heard of the hide the veggies in the pasta sauce trick. We've all done it. But I'm going to show you a way that can take regular pasta night and make it so much more nutritious without any extra effort. We're going to swap that plain white pasta for a good organic wholemeal or pulse pasta. Chickpea and lentil pasta is my kids' favorite. And now they're going to get that protein hit and a fiber hit all from just the pasta itself before you've even added anything to it. Now, the next added boost we're going to do is cook your pasta in bone broth concentrate. Just mix it in with that boiling water instead of just using plain salted water to cook it. The pasta absorbs all of that goodness as it cooks, and honestly, the flavor's better too. You do have to reduce the amount of water that you would normally cook your pasta in. You want it to just cover it, and you want it to simmer rather than keep it at a rolling boil. And that's it. It will take a little bit longer than the normal time it says on the packet, but just taste it as you go. You'll know when it's ready. For the sauce, I like to keep it clean and simple. There's some really good quality store-bought ones. Just check the label. You just want minimal ingredients, no added sugar, just tomatoes and some herbs and garlic. If you've got the energy, you can blend through some extra veg as the sauce is cooking. Think about just grating it in finely so it cooks really quickly. Carrot, zucchini, cauliflower, anything you've got in your fridge really. My kids like it when I stir some frozen peas through at the end, and it does help to cool it down quicker so they can gobble it up too. And another secret weapon I love to add to all my sauces is liver powder. Just half a teaspoon, and your kids won't taste it, I promise. But the nutritional value is exceptional. Liver is one of the most nutrient dense foods on the planet, and just a tiny half a teaspoon stirred into that sauce, it goes completely undetected. That's the kind of thing that makes a simple, throw together pasta genuinely powerful. I like to serve it up with a nice sprinkling of Parmesan cheese over the top, and dinner is done. It is so simple, but so healthy. Okay, vegetarians, look away for a second. This one's for the chicken lovers. My brother actually made up this marinade, and at first when he told me the ingredients, I thought it was a little weird, but just wait until you try it. It has that sweet salty vibe, and if you pan fry it, it gets a beautiful char on it. My kids absolutely smashed this meal down every single time. So for 4 chicken thighs, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, a heaped teaspoon of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of paprika, and half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And that's it. Mix it all together, coat your chicken, and the fish sauce is the secret here. Don't be scared of it. It adds to the deep savory flavor without tasting fishy at all. And the brown sugar is just enough to get that gorgeous caramelization. Now let that marinate, even just 5 or 10 minutes while you cut up some veg for the oven, but the longer the better, as with all marinades. So while that chicken is marinating, I throw some diced pumpkin, broccoli, and onion in the oven with a drizzle of olive oil. These will roast up perfectly and make a great wholesome side dish, or whatever veggies you know that your little ones will eat. Time to cook the chicken. You can oven bake this while you do your vegetables. If you don't have time to stand over the pan, you'll need to bake it at about 180 for 15 minutes, and then crank up the grill and pop it under there for about 8 minutes to until you get a nice caramelization on top. But today I'm going to pan fry it about 6 minutes each side, and then rest before you slice it up to serve. This meal looks so basic, but the flavor is 10 out of 10. Next is lamb lollipops. And if you've never called them that in front of your kids, you should start now, because as soon as you do, suddenly everyone wants one. They're so fast and delicious. Just season your chops with a bit of salt and pepper, some herbs if you like. I like to use a dried Italian herb, and sear it on a hot pan or grill about 4 minutes each side, and then you're going to let them rest. Lamb is a great natural source of iron and zinc for your little ones, really important for growing kids, especially their brain development and immune support. While they're cooking, I make a really simple sauce to dip them in. Makes it a little bit more exciting for the little ones. You're going to use some plain yogurt or Greek yogurt, a squeeze of lemon, and to make it like a tzatziki vibe, you can grate some cucumber in and a sprinkle of garlic powder, but only to taste if you think your kids will like it. If you've got the energy, some homemade sweet potato chips goes really nicely with this meal. So make sure you pop them in the oven first. And then on the side, I do a really quick Greek salad with some cucumber, tomato. My kids like bocconcini rather than feta, and some Kalamata olives, a sprinkle of dried herbs again, and then I hit it with some balsamic vinegar and some oil. Delicious, fresh, and zesty. So serve that up. It's a nice complete meal that honestly looks like you've tried way harder than you have. Okay, this one is one of my kids' faves, and they think they're getting party food for dinner, which honestly makes my job a lot easier. We're using mountain bread in our sausage rolls instead of pastry, so it's a lot healthier and just so quick and less fiddly. You're going to grab a sheet of mountain bread. I love this stuff because the ingredients are so clean. It's basically just flour and water. So you're going to get your good quality beef or pork mince, mix it up with some grated carrot, zucchini. Make sure you squeeze out the extra liquid from the zucchini first. Some salt and pepper, garlic powder, and a few tablespoons of a good tomato sauce, one without too much sugar. Now you guys know I love the mingle range, so I'm using that one today. Mix it all up. Now take your mountain bread, and then you're going to lay about a quarter of your filling, and then lay it down one edge and just roll it up nice and tightly. You can slice it in quarters, pop it on the oven tray, do a bit of an egg wash over the top, and bake it at 200 degrees for 15 minutes until nice and golden. It looks exactly like a sausage roll, only healthier, and the kids don't really know there's veggies in there. Serve it up with a little tomato sauce on the side and watch them disappear in a flash. If you want to make a double batch, go ahead, because they make a great addition to school lunchboxes the next day. Okay, number 5 is one of those meals when you know you've got some eggs in the fridge, but you haven't been shopping for anything else. You're just going to use whatever veg is in the back of the fridge, and hopefully you've got some ham or bacon lying around or stashed away in the freezer. Egg cups are just so simple. They're an all-round, crowd pleaser, and the kids think they're fun. You can customize each single one as you go with whatever your child will eat. I'm going to grease a muffin tin or silicone mold, and then go ahead and beat up your eggs, adding the milk, and then pour that into the muffin holes, filling about 3/4 of the way. You've got to leave space for that topping. Now I'm going to add in some tomato, zucchini, and cheese and a bit of ham. I like to put some extra cheese on top, and that goes into the oven at 180 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes. A quick note on ham and bacon: I always look for the nitrite-free, salt-cured ones. It's a small swap, but it makes a really big difference if you're feeding it to your kids regularly. Serve up these egg cups with some veggie sticks on the side, a little salad if you've got the energy, but honestly, they're fine just on their own. And the leftovers will keep in the fridge for breakfast or lunch the next day. So there you have it. 5 dinners I love to make my family on the days where I'm just so tired and I need to get something on the table fast. Nothing complicated or fancy, just real wholesome food that your kids and family will love. If you try any of them, I would love to hear about it in the comments. And if this video has helped you, please give it a like and subscribe. Don't forget to grab the free printable recipe guide. I've linked it in the description below. And check out some of my other videos. I've got plenty of tips on how to keep your family eating well and feeling great. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.